Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Dear students, Assalamu alaikum and welcome to office.com.pk. Dear students, this is your own platform where you come and learn, and we try to provide you with a lot of guidelines so that you can become good students and achiever of highest marks in your examinations. Dear students, office.com.pk has decided to help you with certain motivational videos so that in addition to improving your curriculum, you should be good at presenting it so that in future in your college, in university or in higher education, they're going to help you. And motivation is something that helps you even if you are not a student. The previous video of this series was how to read your textbook, and I hope that that video is helping you in making friends with your books. So, today the topic of our discussion is how to take good notes. Today we'll talk about the art of taking and making the notes. Dear students, I'm well aware because I'm also a student, so I know that taking notes is very much important because when exams are nearer, all you can hear from every student is that, oh God, it's exam time. Oh God, I don't have my notes. This kind of attitude is seen everywhere, not even at school level, not even at college level, but also at graduate and even postgraduate level. What the students fear is their notes. And it is very important that you are very much aware of making the notes yourself so that when in near future you are going to read them, they are easier for you because they are written by you. You'll understand every pros and cons of that page. So it is going to help you. And notes are very important because it is the crux of that chapter, of a 40-page chapter into 4 pages. Because at exam time, it will be a problem and a menace revising a long chapter every time. So before moving towards the art of making the notes, the art of taking the notes, let us talk about what are notes. According to international definitions, notes are a brief record of points or ideas written down as an aid to memory. They are going to help you memorize the basic concepts of your chapters or your textbooks. They are short, descriptive, or summarized jottings taken down for your future references because whenever in near future or in far future you're going to use that particular idea, you can just take out the notes and say, oh my god, I have the proper content on that idea and I have my notes. So it will be easier for you to revise the material you have collected for that particular topic. And the notes, they provide you an outline of a speech or statement or testimony or what. Now, these are a few glimpses of notes taken by good students, and you can see how creative, how colorful, and how helpful they are. Now, we'll see what are the types of notes that you take. Here are some more diagrams and images for your reference. Now, what is the importance of taking the notes? Taking notes is an art, and if you are master at it, it is going to help you a lot, and they are going to help you survive your student life. At first, it will seem difficult, but later on, if you'll make time for it and you practice it a lot, you'll be a master of it. And everyone is going to find you to give them your notes to take a copy of it. You have to be friendly with your books so that it will help you in making the notes and making a difficult chapter much easier. It is a time taking process, so you have to be patient along with being talented. And most important thing, making it colorful will make it easier to remember. The best way to remember something is to take a note of it, to write something by hand, because if you write something by hand once, it will remain up to 80% in your mind because your hands have processed it and your brain has taken the image of that thing. Now, the types of notes. There are two types of notes: the class notes, which are taken during the lectures, and the textbook notes, which you take during the reading of text from your book, or these are your personal notes. And the best notes are the combination of these both types. When you merge the knowledge collected through these two sources and then you take a hybrid of these notes, that is going to help you a lot because it will make you stay connected with your class as well as with your book. So whenever you are going to relate the knowledge between the two, the class and the textbook, the notes are going to help you a lot. Now, the basic steps of notes taking. The first one is focus on the lecture for the clues. The first step is taking the lecture notes. You have to be very careful in your class. Then find a calm corner. Then divide the chapter into chunks. Turn the reading into a question. Make answer in your own words. Add in your notes. Add diagrams and necessary graphs as well. Then revise your notes when you are required to. Now the first step is focusing on the lecture. It is very important that you concentrate on your lecture and look for all the important points. Then you relate them to the previous knowledge you have gained so far, and then you make a link and associate the facts. Then write them as points for your lecture. Write them neatly so that when you are going to use them later on, you don't get confused. And then at the end, you should summarize that particular lecture for your future further guidance. Now, you have taken the lecture and now you have to read that particular topic from your chapter, from your book. You have to find a calm corner. Now, what is the importance of that calm corner? Because there is going to be no distraction, and no distraction will help calming your mind. And it is best that you sit near nature and relax your mind and have your favorite drinks or edibles near you. Whatever you like, fruit, chocolate, any kind of snack, but keep it with you. It will help you keeping abreast of your studies. Now the next step is divide the chapter into chunks or into small portions. Divide a large paragraph or a page into small paragraphs, then divide the paragraphs into mini paragraphs or points, and then focus on every chunk while reading. Then make points and highlight them. We have discussed it in detail in the previous video that how you are going to read a particular paragraph or a subject or a topic. You can use sticky notes, highlighters, but highlighters are not preferable because while highlighting and in the love of colors, you uh, over highlight everything. So it will become difficult later on to differentiate between the more important and the less important facts. So it's better that you use your pen or pencil to highlight the important points and then use sticky notes to wherever you want to add some more additional information. Here is a sample of what I'm talking about. See, the highlighting is very less. Okay, you have to focus on certain things while highlighting. Don't over highlight. It will not look good and it will make your book untidy. Then turn the headings into questions because headings may escape from your mind but the question will not. Make the question out of the heading and try to compile the points in a way to answer the questions. Make sure the answer you are going to write will be the answer of that particular question related to that particular heading. Now, it is important that your answer is related to your question that you have made in the previous step. And you can write the answers in your own words except for the definitions, the terms, and the dates because they are fixed. You cannot change it according to your own words. And then relate the answers with the class notes and then make necessary additions. You should be able to make a link between the class notes and your personal notes. In the next step, after relating the notes from the book and lecture, add the final notes into your collection, then add flowcharts for certain processes and steps. For example, you are going to discuss the preparation of sulfuric acid, so you can make a flow diagram of that particular process. It will going to help you in memorizing the steps. Also, this will make them more comprehensive and full of knowledge. Now add necessary diagrams, figures and graphs. Not everyone is an artist, okay? So you have to be very careful while drawing the diagrams that your diagram should be self-explanatory, and you should make diagrams such that whatever you have said in the paragraph or in the answer, that is going to relate with your diagram. Do not try to be artistic if you are not an artist. So add the required diagram. Always add the required diagram when it is related to a question. Add flowcharts, add figures, graphs. Then practicing a diagram is also important. It will help you in making the answers more acceptable and beautiful. I have certain samples for you. Okay, if you are going to practice, drawing is something, if you practice it more and more, you are going to master it very easily. Okay, here are some examples of certain notes that students have compiled, and they have drawn the diagram to make their topic more attractive for them to memorize. So you can take inspiration from these examples. Now the most important step is revising your notes. You may not revise your notes the day you make them. You can revise them time to time and then on the day before your exam. And make sure that whenever you learn something new that is related to your topic, you should always add them into your notes. And those necessary additions are required because you should stay up to date with the knowledge. International guidelines for making the notes are the Cornell Guide, and it is the most effective notes taking system worldwide. And when using this system, you will be able to stay on track with the class discussion and extract the essentials simultaneously. Its templates are available for various levels, for various kinds of notes online. You can just simply write on the Google about the Cornell notes templates, and they will give you a lot of templates for your requirement. Here is a sample template, that is the Cornell template. You can download it easily from the internet. Now the additional points to make your notes more. Try to write neatly and legibly. Gradually increase your writing speed while maintaining the legibility. Means try to write fast but neat. Practice it, and this practice is going to help you a lot in your exams, especially when there are extensive questions and essay type questions. Then try to use colorful pens, because if you write different with different colors, it is going to help you memorize fast. And then try to make your notes as beautiful as you can, because it will help you in being more aesthetic in your personal life as well. Keep your notes organized in a file. Here are the examples of some legible notes, beautiful handwriting. You don't have to be stylish. You have to be legible. You have to be neat. Okay, that is the most important requirement. Okay, my dear students, that is all for today. I hope the concept of notes taking is very much clear to all of you, because Notes taking is very important. mm, Even if you are a student of higher level or at low level, you should be able to take your notes effectively, because the more effectively you take your notes, the more they're going to help you in your exams. Thank you so much for your time. Keep watching office.com.pk. Allah Hafiz.